What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. That was possibly the most weird introduction I could have done, and I'm glad I did it for you and you alone. Spawning in the right side hand map of the corner. You wrap your head around that one. His name is AC the Great, and he is playing Oranos. His opponent today in the blue color casting Dwarven Goldmine. If you don't know which god this is, you haven't watched enough Age of Mythology, so I will tell you just in case. It's Thor, it's Rapl, it's 1-1. It is round number 2, but 1. Technically 2, but it's 1. It's 2, but 1. And we are on to a game 3. These are best of 3s from the very beginning. Yes, living the dream. Somehow we started bang on 10. Bang on tournament start time, 2 p.m. GMT. It's been an hour and 7 minutes, and we're still only up to game number 3. Just Age of Mythology, everyone. It's very tight games. These guys are very evenly matched, obviously 1-1. We'll see what's going to happen here. Thor versus Oranos on Watering Hole. Rapl has been showing he can play many different gods, but he's just sticking with his tried and true Norse here. And I'm sure he's going to be fairly happy that he's going up against Oranos with his Thor. So, in this tournament, and in most tournaments that you're going to see from now into the future, it's going to be some sort of god restriction, something to do with the map, something interesting in the tournaments. As we are in the 20th year of Age of Mythology in the competitive scene, it does get a little bit boring watching Mediterranean every single time, Zeus mirror, or maybe a Chronos here or there. So, it's interesting to see how everything's going to go. So, it is looking like AC the Great is going for what we call the 4-minute hunting dogs Oranos strategy, which basically means you get yourself a little bit of wood, get yourself a little bit of gold, and you get everything onto food, and you try and skyrocket yourself up to the 400 food. And this gets you to the classical age 30 seconds faster than if you were to get an extra citizen. You do lose about 5 seconds of town center time, but it's completely fine. And yeah, so we'll see that coming up fairly shortly. I assume you can actually get the food. There's a world where if you see the temple getting shot up. There's a world where if you have the food on top of your gold, you could get a very, very quick 4-minute advancement. But I'm not sure that the build here that AC the Great did was quite good. He built the manor with his gold villager. This is not what you do because it slows the temple down. It means your gold income's too slow. You want to build the manor with your food villagers, and that way you get your temple up with only 1 citizen and you can advance very, very quickly. But that's not what happened here. We see Freya coming through. We've got Prometheus coming through. No surprises here in this game. No early ox cart from Rapl, so he's going to be taking that early advantage there and have just a little bit more early resources by not using his Dwarven Mine early. So saving the Dwarven Mine is what I prefer to do. Everyone else says I'm dumb, and that's fine. I'm fine with being dumb. That's just my own nature. It's just what happens. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So Rapl now making his way over to some different location. He's going to throw his barracks down. His longhouses. Excuse me. His longhouses will come down. I'm interested to see what sort of army composition he goes for. Now he has been talking that he likes to go with raiding cavalry throwing axemen against the Atlantean. He doesn't like Ulfsark so much, and he is Thor, so Ulfsarks are even weaker because no Lone Wanderer. But you do lose out on any early pressure if you don't go for early Ulfsark. So you're not going to see any early advantage here for our Thor player. And our Oranos player is going to be getting going fairly quickly here, getting out his units, getting his citizen, a little bit idle, get that sorted out as soon as you possibly can. Relics, and we see a forest fire, which does 0 damage. And the citizen walk back home and start chopping the savannah tree. And it's good. Yes, yes, yes. So where is everything else is the question. Where did the Valkyrie go? The Valkyrie is here looking for some raids onto the Citizen. The Ulfsarks are still trying to find some value, but not quite able to do that. You do have a huge advantage against the Atlanteans early game, as we do see the Val getting cast there onto 3 Milo. I love it. I love it. Trying to surround the Valkyrie here. You might actually get somewhat of a surround here. You can block this, body block this if you have the skills, but the Valkyrie is speedy. And yes, so the talent sensor on Vubli of the Atlantean player, not only does it have less HP, but it also, little known fact, also has less range by 2. So you can actually get in closer to the talent sensor. And not only that, it also has less damage by 3, so technically by 6. Because it's 2 projectiles, and the projectiles are very accurate. So, making his move forward. Going after these Valkyrie here. Smack, smack, smack. Whack, whack, whack. And, ooh. Hersir throwing axemen. And now we started to build those raiding cavalry. I love the Hersir throwing axemen army from Rapl. Hersir throwing axemen makes a lot of sense, but you got to get those raiding cavalry in as well. Kind of roleplay a little bit like the Loki. And our Valkyrie does manage to dance her way to freedom here. Away from the angry Atlantean army. They're angry because they've been deserted by the Greek gods. Left. You saw the campaign. You played it. You know the story. If you don't, you probably should check that campaign out. It's not for the faint of heart, though. It's a difficult one. You've got to have RTS skills. Even to get past the first mission on Titan, you've got to be pretty good. But now Rapl here, he's got himself 81 population. Acid the Great, 68. He's got tons of food in the bank, though. We are seeing the Promethean getting taken down as well. The Terma getting sniped down, and it's looking like Rapl is going to be very happy about his position here. And we'll see where he's going to move to very shortly. I wouldn't be surprised to see an armory getting thrown down, given how his position. He definitely just simply needs to get to the heroic gauge, and you have a big advantage. Has a ton of gold left in this gold mine as well. We are seeing some raids now coming forward for AC. Going to be looking for something, but there is nothing over on this side. He does have an Oracle here, so I'm surprised to see him try and attack from this side, considering nothing serious. I see some houses that he's going to try and take down, but Rapl swinging over here, and he's going to be able to actually deny a retreat path here as well and keep all of these units on this position. We see, Citizen snipe here from Rapl. AC not paying attention. He's going to lose potentially 2 Citizen here. This is absolutely huge, potentially even 3, as AC has got no idea that this is happening. Going to drop down to 9 Citizen. Absolutely huge. Couple of Murmillo here, and there is the Valor coming in, and AC is going to be kicking himself that he's missed that one. 2 Citizen is like losing 6 villagers if you're a Greek, Egyptian, or Norse player at 8 minutes into the game. That is so big for Rapl, and we'll see how he's going to convert the advantage that he has now. As his economy is going to be huge. He's got a good amount of gold. His economy is going big. He's got all of these hippopotamus over here. And we are seeing now AC moving forward with his Murmillo, with his Terma. Rapl, on the other hand, going to be moving in himself, trying to hold this position as we see AC pulling back. And the walls get thrown up. We're still seeing more raids coming in. Looking for the Tier 1 FDD CSJ XK. Appreciate you. Thank you. 18 months. My golly gosh. Appreciate your kind words as well. I do feel better. I feel good. And now the raiding cavalry are swinging back in. Going to look after this villager yet again. Maybe he can catch AC out. This time it's looking like, Citizen, he's trying to get the surround. There's not quite enough raiding cavalry to get the surround. And these hero Citizen and the Citizen in general do have the magic teleportation ability. A little known fact that you can teleport in this game. Just straight through the units, no worries. One lone Promethean going to come over here, get some damage done, get some value. We do see the army of AC the Great swinging around, going to go after these units. They're just sitting in the back, just waiting. Just waiting, doing what they can. Longhouse coming up here. And we do see Skadi has indeed managed to come through. Very nice timing. 11 minutes-ish for Rapl, as he's going to be retreating back. We see the villagers also retreating away. Oh, big shockwave. That's actually huge because all of these Terminal are going to be able to take down the throwing axe. And this forces Rapl to fight early here. He does not want to fight here. And this is huge here for AC getting some of the some much needed wins in this game. Taking down all those throwing axemen, and Rapl drops down to 95 of 115 population. He's going to try and get his army remade, but he's just taking so much damage. I think it probably would have been worth it for him to just turn around and fight that, in all honesty. But he doesn't do that, and the raiding cavalry retreat back. They are back in here. We just see these villagers onto the elephant over here. A couple of hyena are going to get very rudely dealt with here, as the pick sticker does its thing, and a big frost onto this position here. We might see the stock standard wall here from Rapl. He loves to wall in his frosted enemies. As the dwarf's going to be moving forward onto this gold mine, very low on the gold, lots of favor in the bank, getting himself immediate heavy cavalry here. Spicy upgrade. No immediate frost giants though, because he doesn't have gold just yet. He will be getting it very quickly as all the dwarves making their way onto that gold mine. Second town center coming through for AC. And we do indeed see the walls managing to get up before the Prometheans get in here. They do bash that Ulfsark down. AC basically he can't retreat. He's going to try. Maybe he can get out of here because this wall will get taken down pretty quickly. A lot of dead units here, and AC will in fact get out of here. He's not going to lose everything, but he does lose a lot. Down to 105 population as he ends up finally escaping here. And the question really comes down to what next for Rapl. He's still kind of sneaking this elephant over here, but he could go straight Mythic Age, straight in on the Ragnarok. Ragnarok's super hard to defend as Atlantean. Effectively, you need to have Fanatics. If you have Fanatics, you can defend. If you don't, then everything just feels like you just get... you just feel like you're bouncing off your opponent's army there. Where's the market? There's the market. Yep, market coming down, but just one Ulfsark there when there's a whole ton of units. Do see these villagers over here retreating away from the Ford Gold. Probably a little bit overzealous here, and I mean, I'm surprised why Rapl didn't just shoot that market up. I mean, it's what it is. And we are going to see him shoot it up now as the army coming back in, and AC is still only in the classical age. So this, if he does go Baldir, it's going to be brutal. It's only 34 villages, but he is going Baldir. So he knows. Oftentimes we see Rapl going for tier. He loves his tier, but against Atlantean, this is the win condition. So AC is going to be able to get to the heroic age. He's going to have himself Thea most likely, so he'll have some Symphalian birds, but he's going Hyperion. Ooh. Okay, so the idea behind Hyperion, I assume, is that Chaos might be able to hit the Fire Giant. That's the aim, I guess. Or, I guess, a Frost Giant, but the Frost Giant doesn't matter that much. It's just the Fire Giant you're worried about. And Baldur on the way. Still only one town center. I'm surprised to see Rapl not grab this town center while this is all going on. Just to continue, but Axe of Muspel coming through just in case. That is the bonus damage. It only gives you bonus damage to flying units. So it doesn't give you that extra range like on Extended Edition. But so he's just predicting there's going to be Symphalian birds just in case. Moving over here to get this town center up as well. The fact is, like, Rapl doesn't necessarily need to cast Ragnarok straight away. It's just the longer he waits, the more chance that AC can get himself to a whole bunch of palaces, especially onto like a gold mine like this. So we'll see what Rapl wants to do, what his choice is. So we're just sitting back, playing defensive. We see the Prometheans coming in. They do not have that alluvial clay upgrade. So they're going to die really quickly here, but the house is going down nonetheless. I mean, just a little bit annoying here for Rapl. Town center's up. Villagers going to keep getting produced. How are the armory upgrades looking Still not that good. I would have assumed maybe a little bit better here for Rapl, but he's going to just keep getting his armory upgrades, his bronze shields coming through. He's got his fire giant here as well. I would like to see 1 or 2 caravans. Just 1 or 2. It's huge. It gives you all that extra gold. And there's the chaos getting thrown down here as well. Hitting the frost giant. The fire giant's not getting hit at all. All of these Murmillo getting chased. And we do have 183 population Ragnarok here from Rapl. AC pulling back. They don't see any sort of heavy Murmillo coming through. As the Ragnarok hero is going to be pushing in here to try and get these military barracks. Take down the town center, do everything. Look at how little damage these Terma do. This hero of Ragnarok is just... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Town center getting taken down very quickly. The throwing axeman in the back. Going to be able to take down so many users. This is a very nice economic guild here, preventing the surface area from being too big. As the fire giant starting to move forward here. Take these units down. They're going to be retreating back. Whereas if Ragnarok able to push forward, lots of citizen here. Still no. Oh, he's got 1 palace in, but still no mythic age, so no fanatics, no heavy infantry either. It's a big mistake. I imagine only copper mail. As Rapl's Ragnarok just does so much damage here. Trying to chase down these citizens, take them out. It's 19 citizen for AC. Still just trying to get as much as he can up. No watchtowers here for some reason. Gets another palace down, which is going to help him defend a little bit. Does he have himself masons? Yes, he does. It's a big upgrade. He's got a lot of gold in the bank, though. So as long as he can keep himself getting some upgrade or some income, sneaking citizens to the corners of the map wouldn't be a bad idea either. We do see these rag heroes just searching around. And meanwhile, over here, the gold villagers will get dealt with. Palace going to go down. 130 population. Rapl will start producing his economy yet again. Doesn't have a lot of resources in the bank. And this could go, honestly, this is looking like a potential hold here for AC the Great. He needs more units produced, though. He doesn't have the food. He could buy himself some food at this point. They pushed off the gold here. 59 pop to 101 pop is super close. Imagine if he had his watchtower upgrade. He could be doing a lot more here. Starting to see those dwarves getting produced straight onto the gold mine. Smart play to do that. That's another citizen going down. We do see AC on 3 town centers here. Where is the citizen? He's jumping onto these pigs, trying to get himself up as much food as he possibly can to get those Murmillos doing the stuff. There's those watchtowers up. The fire giant going to do so much damage here, but 89 pop to 62. It's still close. He's going to have curse soon, I think. Curse will come through soon, so he will be able to deal with this fire giant if he can wait it out for long enough. He's just about out of gold, though. You know, seeing Rapl desperately checking all the gold mines, making sure nothing's been snuck. Now Rapl saying, hello, I would like to fight some more. There's a lot of low HP units here. Still no chaos. So the units still can't fight, and going straight after the town center. Might be a time that AC has to fight. 91 pop a piece here. Does he have a market somewhere? No, can't sell anything. Nice defense, honestly, from AC. Rapl might not want to commit. He might have to realize that this isn't game over. This isn't game 1. This is game even here. 15 villagers apiece, 16 to 17. The fire giant gets sniped down. These Satyr are pretty weak to this army, but the game continues. The Ragnarok is being clicked. The dwarves are being produced. But Rapl needs to get some food income and get his economy in order. Because AC right now is very, very happy. He is defended. He is okay. He's living the dream. We see a forward temple here. Okay, Rapl going for the fire giant follow-up. This is more all in, but it's very, very good. The problem is chaos. So one of these fire giants is going to immediately be greeted by chaos. So he needs a couple. He's going to try and get them out as fast as he can. 21 villages effectively all on gold here. And he's going to run out of this gold mine soon and have to actually move forward onto a gold tier or something. So he's going to get raided, it seems, as the villagers have made their way back over here. Fire giant does pop. But it's out. Is it chaos? Immediate chaos? Immediate chaos? He's got to notice it. Yep, there it is. The fire giant will get taken down. I love that animation there. If you use that special ability onto the water, big splash. Absolutely love that. There's another fire giant coming out. These Arcus doing tons of damage. The fire giant will sit in here waiting for... He doesn't have the favor for another one. Oh, he does have the favor for another. So he gets 2 fire giant here. Going to try and get some more raids in. A stray satyr coming in though for AC. This is going to be brutal. AC the Great is seemingly looking like this is huge. I mean, he can't. He's going to start picking off dwarves. Jamino coming in as well. Gets even more damage done with these satyr. Do we see a Hersa coming out? No, the dwarves coming through, going to start shanking. The army here coming through for AC. We do see the fire giant not coming out just yet. This fire giant is here. There's one inside of the temple. Rapl's got to figure out something to do here. And we see Hecate coming through for AC the Great, as he's going to be making his way up onto this large gold mine here. As this is possibly one of the more close first round tournament games you're ever going to see. Rapl is trying to make his way onto separate gold mines. Do we see any other gold mine anywhere else? There is one at the top corner of the map. Got to be aware of those things. Both players have probably got one as well. So you see the gate getting taken down. The army of Rapl sitting over here very weak. These are not strong Odin units here. They would be back to full HP by now, I'm sure. Town center coming up for AC as well, as the dwarves trying to make a run for it. Rapl's tournament life on the line. And he's got to figure out a way forward here, but losing dwarves, idle dwarves at this point is huge. 20 citizen for AC. His economy is kicking into gear. A 90 population for Rapl. I don't know what he can do. We do have these 2 fire giant here. If he can pick off some citizen here, it's huge. 1 special ability. 2 special ability. Big damage getting sent down onto these guys. The citizen retreating back. The fire giant going to come back and try and hold against this army here. The fire giant are huge. They can help against this classical age army or heroic age army of AC. But the problem is Lampedes are on the way for AC the Great. Hecate comes in. The Murmillo comes through. There goes the Tartarian gate. And now these Tartarian spawns will be able to take down the town center and everything else. You cannot come back and fight this easily at all. He does still have a whole bunch of these heroes, but there's a lot of low HP ones. Who's going to send his fire giant back to try and deal with this, losing dwarves as well. So Rapl swinging in and see if he can hold on. Nice micro here from Rapl trying to pull these Tartarian spawns away. The Tartarian gate will fall quickly here. But while this is going on, oh my golly gosh, these satyr raids are absolutely devastating. And Rapl is 33 villages. He's running his dwarves now. Settlement coming up for AC the Great. Absolutely huge. And the dwarves get back. The Lampedia has clicked basically straight onto this fire giant, I'm sure. And this is going to be very devastating because the fire giant at this point can't even run. Lampedia too quick. 4.3 speed. These Tartarian spawns are getting taken down. And boom. Now there's a Gaia fire giant in the base. Smack, smack, smack. Big deeps. And what can Rapl do now? He's 1,000 score behind, about to be 4 to 2 town centers. And in that moment, Rapl does tap out. AC gets the game, and Rapl is super unhappy about it. Oranos takes the win. GG. Very, very nice holds here from Rapl, and he has gone full ballistic. Full ballistic here. He's Rapl very unhappy about the shockwave. It's a very, very good shockwave. Very good shockwave. And AC gets to go on to the next round. Well played, my friend. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.